Okay, hello. This is gonna be the new weekly this week. I think this is number 12 now, so we're officially like 3 months in. The new weekly, well, finally something new, is hardware malfunction. I haven't seen that one in a while. So hardware, wait, there's no buffs at all either. So no tools, no gadgets, and no weapon drops. That's totally fine by me, I guess. No armor or anything. Just custom wraith and call it a day. Okay. So I would say like maybe in like 2 weeks from now, maybe three. Um no, it'll be 2 weeks. Um the new update should be coming out. And interesting enough, the Twitter I was looking up on Twitter before I started playing apparently the Twitter of KF posted basically saying like, oh yeah, here's the rearmament update with the perks, all perks and characters, like you can use any perk with any character kind of post. And they were kind of, I don't know who's running the Twitter. I feel like whoever's running the Twitter is like fumbling a lot, because I get it, they're trying to get the engagement for it, but how they're wording everything is just so terrible in my opinion. And it's like, why are we kind of like falsely advertising that the update is out when the update isn't out until Halloween? That could be me. Maybe I'm just kind of looking into it, but I'm a bit kind of confused about that, because it's like, why post about the update? Like, you could say like the update's coming in on Halloween, but how they worded it was just like, oh yeah, the update's out already, guys. Look, I'm like, no, no. With the update coming up, honestly, I'm hoping and kind of excited about it. But obviously, I'm pretty sure as the days get closer to KF3's rearmament update, I will have to say that I'm a bit concerned about a few things. Because, one, they did say that there's going to be a lot of updates, or a lot of quality of life changes. So it's like it's a big update. My concern for that is what is these updates and changes that's happening, Like, we already know that there's gonna be weapon balancing. We already know that, perk decoupling is happening. New weapons for sure, but what is the other, like, what is the quality of life stuff, Like, are they gonna be throwing in like, so that, I mean, I would say, like, is there going to be a, not an update, but is there going to be something new for quality of life? Like, are we going to actually get the things that people were saying? Like, are we going to get the kill tally, Like, you get what I mean? Like, is there going to be something different in terms of what is being added to the game? Because if they don't add certain things, then people won't, like the kill count that, every KF had, where either the top left or the top right had, you kill the Gorefast +1, like, that type of stuff would be nice to have. But obviously, it's probably going to be played differently, so to say. But I do think that it's very odd that they haven't really told us what are these quality of life changes, like, it's very vague. Oh, hi. And I get it, like, they want to release information whenever they can, or if they find it necessary to give us this information. But just saying like a bunch of quality of life changes are happening. A lot of balancing, you know, like that's very vague. And you know, as someone who's been playing KO, I feel the need to want to know what are these changes, what are these quality of life like. I know they mentioned like some of the quality of life changes for some of the weapons, and it makes sense, you know, like some of these changes are very important, but they're not highlighting the other changes. Like, what about the minor stuff that's happening? Obviously, they're doing stuff with the like servers and all that noise. And obviously, I don't play multiplayer, so I'm not really affected by the servers until, you know, friends start playing the game. But I do feel that the need to at least, like, don't be vague. Tell us, like, what's actually coming out, rather than, like, yeah, we have a lot of quality of life. But that's my main issue that I'm having with them. You know, like, obviously, whoever's running the Twitter is kind of being kind of silly, I think, because, like, they're playing it off as if the update is out already, but the update is not out, you know? And I'm honestly kind of like, well, I want to know if, you know, if it's out or not. And they already announced that gave an announcement of the date that is already coming out. So obviously, most people that are paying attention to Killing Floor news is basically knows exactly when it's being released and knows exactly what's being added, but we don't know the minor details. Like, what are the things that's gonna help things feel better? What are the things that's being changed? Like, what are these quality of life changes? Because I know for sure, like, I tried running R&D labs again recently, and honestly, it was terrible because it actually caused my computer to go black, to just shut off. And I'm like, okay, no R&D labs for now, because, well, one, I was testing out effects control and everything on, like, settings, but again, like, I'll try my best to get some R&D gameplay, but at the moment, like I said, I just feel like it's not really optimized for what it's meant to be. But yeah, I mean, some people obviously might have difference, and you know, the game runs perfectly fine on every other map but R&D Lab. So that's my only complaint at the moment. But obviously, I have a feeling that there's going to be like some other things that they're going to be updating, but like, again, it's vague. Like, there's no real information besides the weapon balancing, the new weapons, the perk decoupling. That's it. That's the only major highlights. There's no quality. You know, obviously they want to have quality of life changes. They want to have certain things there too. But how do we know what are we getting ourselves, or what are we getting with this update? I don't know. That's just me. I mean, could be different with other people, but that's just me. Like, I don't know, it just baffles me that whoever's running the Twitter just doesn't know how to word things right. Like, they didn't even have the... Oh, guess what? The update is coming out on Halloween. But it just baffles me on, like, how they worded it, making it seem like it's already out, but it's not. And now people are like, why are they saying it's out, but it's not out? Uh-oh. Yeah. Okay. I had acid? Oh, from the grenade. I'm also curious if they're actually considering doing a bit more changes to some of the balancing for some of the weapons, because if they do like damage buff for some of the medic guns, I would probably be happy about it, because then it wouldn't feel like I've just meant to just deal with trash Zeds with the medic guns. I forgot I had a second weapon. Okay. Oh. I might make a video where I do Hell on Earth without any gadgets. That seems pretty fun to do. And obviously, as a mutation, like it would be difficult to really like do it. But I feel like with the commando, because I feel like the commando doesn't really rely too much, depending on how you know, build the perk gadget. You don't really have to, like, no gadgets, so like no turrets, no nothing. So like just do hardware malfunction on Hell on Earth difficulty. I feel like that would be pretty interesting to do. I mean, oh, we're already on boss wave with all force damage for some reason, but whatever. Okay, I made the right call. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just hope that they do add higher difficulties for the weeklies. I mean, I get it. It's not like the same as, you know, the original Killing Floor 2 weeklies where like they do set the difficulty, which makes sense. But I just feel like a bit of a missed opportunity for them to, you know, have like an additional challenge where it's like, yeah, you can do this on Hell on Earth, but you know, you'll get more rewards for it, you know. And I do feel like that seems very much more necessary than anything else. So like people can still have the hard difficulty, but then the people that do want the higher challenge can actually get, you know, something better out of it. Maybe like a cosmetic later on, but obviously I should move out of the way from this actually. I don't know if that can go through the floor, but I don't want to be near that. But yeah, I mean, it just seems very lackluster in terms of like difficulty wise, because obviously, yeah, they only have 3 difficulties and all that noise, but I just feel that it's very missed opportunity to have the difficulty, like having a different difficulty at the same time, you know. And plus, like, obviously maybe later on down the road, like give us cosmetic items if we beat it on Hell on Earth, you know, like something rewarding for those that do put the time and effort into playing on the harder difficulty. But we are about to clean this up. I'll just take out the pistol. Oh god. Now I'm being cocky. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. I mean, weeklies are fine, but I just feel like they should be a bit more challenging in terms of like allowing us to have a choice in difficulty between hard and Hell on Earth. I mean, if they add suicidal very hard, then that's fine by me too, because that gives more players the opportunity to get used to the higher difficulty. Because hard and all of them isn't very, it's pretty much the same, but it's just not, you know, it's just more damage dealt with and how fast they are. But that's about it. That was the weekly. Not bad, but hopefully next week we'll get a different one and not a repeat like before, having Hellfire 3 times. But yeah, that's about it.